Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Work in Progress, and I am back with a whole nother video. Afro Puff, been on the truck for about 3 months straight, kind of like a little bit. I did get a load going through the house about like 3 weeks ago, and it was being like 2 days there, so that was nice. I'm still a trainer. I just got done dropping my student off. I'm in a whole new truck. I'm in a 2026 Peterbilt now. I'm gonna show you guys in the next video how beautiful it looks. I just freaking love this truck. Analog, digital dash, it's just wonderful, right? My first brand new truck. But anyways, I am here just to talk a little bit about what's been going on the past 2 years. From losing my license for like a week due to something that happened 14 years ago. Being young and dumb, right? 14 years ago, and they ended up sending me a letter in the mail to my mother's house, which I don't live there anymore, by the way. So she gets them letter in the mail. And I tend to like get my mail whenever I come home and I open it up, right? But I didn't get a chance to do that because I was over the road training a student. So I'm over the road and I get a call from dispatch saying that my license is suspended. And I'm like, what the crap? Like, I have a student, and I'm all the way out in Detroit, Michigan, by the way. And I live in Dallas, Texas, right? So we ended up, my student, which is wonderful. Shout out to Zion if you've seen this video. He ended up driving the truck all the way from, taking multiple stops, of course, driving it all the way to Dallas. And he ended up going home because he lived in Houston. He ended up renting a car from Dallas to Houston just so he can go home. And then I stayed in Dallas to try and figure out what was going to happen with my license situation. They suspended it for a whole year, right? Suspended it for a whole year. So like right now, today, I'm supposed to be in the back of a warehouse right now, probably driving a forklift or something, right? But by the grace of God, right? It's like God knows God knows your potential. He knows your potential, and he puts you through a situation to see how you're going to handle it, right? So here's what happened. I ended up getting home, and I went straight to work, right? Meaning like I had to let them know that I couldn't have made that court case. I couldn't have made that court appointment, that court dates, due to me being an over-road driver. I didn't get the letter in the mail. I didn't receive it in time, right? So I was pressing that so hard. I was sending letters to the DPS. I even sent the letter to the governor of Governor Greg Abbott and his team, and ended up getting in contact with the head of DPS in the whole state, right? And they ended up reaching out to my city's DPS, and they ended up telling them about my situation. And that process lasted for me sending them letters back and forth and just calling people. They know my name. They know who I am over there, right? And so I ended up, here's what happened. So I ended up calling my hearing officer, right? And sorry, I just woke up too, by the way. So I'm over here I'm picking up a load. But anyways, I ended up calling my hearing officer. And she was like, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. I even called the judge. I talked to everybody, the judge, hearing officer, DPS, Greg Abbott and his team. And, they just like, because you got to think about it. A lot of people have those type of appointments and they don't show up, right? So then they're saying all types of excuses. Some people don't even have an excuse. They just say, F it, and I'm just going to go a whole year without my license, right? There are people like that. Me, no, this is how I feed my family. So hell no, excuse my language, right? But nah, that's not gonna happen. So I was just pressing the issue. I would have took it to Channel 4 News, and Biden was the president at the time. I would have went after him. I would have done whatever it took just so I can get my license back, because it just wasn't fair, especially if this is how I feed my family, right? And they decided to send a letter out 14 years later. You know what I mean? So I ended up, like I said, I ended up reaching out to the hearing officer. And she was like, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. And the last words I told her, I was like, well, I guess, it's in God's hands. I got to do what I got to do. And I kind of like made it sound really, really like sentimental. You know what I'm saying? So, and she was like, well, it is what it is. And then you know what happened? We hung up the phone. And I was at my mother-in-law's house cutting down a tree when all this was going on, whenever I talked to her that day. And I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to figure it out, right? I'm cutting down this tree at my mother-in-law's house. And all of a sudden she calls me back. The same number calls me back in like 5 minutes. She's like, hey, Clarence, you know what? We've got you another, we're gonna go ahead and do you a favor. We're gonna go ahead and unsuspend your license for 30 days, but we're gonna send you a whole nother appointment. We're gonna send you a whole nother appointment, and we need you to be there. Okay, if you're not going to be there, then we're going to suspend your license for sure, and there's nothing you can do about it. I was like, I'm going to be there. Like, I'm going to be dressed up, haircut, everything. She's like, okay, well, I see you here then. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, whenever I hung up that phone, and you can log into the driver license website to see if your license is unsuspended or suspended or whatever the case may be. So I logged into that website. That mug said unsuspended. Boy, let me tell you, a lot of things went through my body, a lot of things went through my mind, and that was just 2 years ago, right? No, wait, that was actually last year. That was last year around this time. And to be honest, I don't know why I stopped making videos. I just stopped cold turkey. I don't know why. Just stopped, man. And I don't know, but I'm back. Right. So, and a lot of things are going to happen. So I'm going to be here at Prime for about 1 more month. Right now it's September, whatever time I drop this video, it's September, maybe the day after, right? I don't know. I think it's September 7th or 8th, one of those days, right? I could easily look it up, but I don't want to right now because I'm focused on you guys right now. So whatever the date is, either one of those 7 or 8. I actually know it. Yesterday was my mom's birthday. So it's got to be the 9th, right? So today's the 9th. So, yeah, I'm going to drop the video either today, tomorrow, I don't know, right? I'm trying to get out today. It's not a long video. Right now I'm at 7 minutes, it looks like. So I'm going to get back into trucking videos, and but keep in mind, I'm only going to be at Prime for the end of this month, so by the 30th. You know, I'm looking to go home, get a haircut. Look at this. I've never grown my hair this high, this long. I can, look, I have bangs. I have freaking bangs, man. Come on now. I can do the whole Jerry curl thing if I wanted to. But check it out. So I'm gonna go home for 59 days, right? Because I finished my last lease. If you know at Prime, if you finish your lease, you get to go home without any consequences or anything like that for 59 days. Just come back, right? So I did that. I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to do that starting at the end of this month. And I'm going to be doing something totally different when I get home. I'm not going to be doing anything trucking, which I want to show you guys. It's going to be so fun, man. It's going to be so freaking fun. But until then, I'm going to be dropping trucking videos just to get my algorithm back up, get me back circulating and stuff like that, and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, just stay focused, stay tuned. I still have the Skyline, the R33. I still have the Cobalt SS. I still have my wife. I still have my beautiful kids. Everything is still the same at home, guys. I just haven't been dropping any videos, okay? Nothing changed but the name on the, I'm telling you, I'm still the same person, guys. Disregard the haircut, because I've been grinding, and let me tell you, I've been grinding. You can tell when a truck driver's been grinding just by looking at the hair. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Don't look at the clothes. Of course, the clothes still on fleek. I still stay up to shape. I still stay on deck. You know, I'm still on my vitamins, right? My supplements, you know, still on my supplements, still on my vitamins, still eating apples. You know what I'm saying? Still doing what I need to do. This new thing I've been doing lately, nitric oxide. You know, nitric oxide, and it's a booster. We all create nitric oxide, but after the age of 30 and after that, you start to produce 8% less nitric oxide in your body every year after the age of 30. So guys, look up nitric oxide and what it can do for you. It's wonderful. It spreads out the nutrients throughout your whole body, opens up your blood vessels. I'm more of a clear thinker. I've always been a clear thinker, but now I'm like the guy off of the movie called Limitless, right? I'm like superpower. I'm a superhero, super all that. I'm super everything right now. So except for super stupid, right? But all the good stuff. But anyways, I am going to end the video. In the next video, I'm gonna show you my truck, which is a beautiful truck, by the way. Guys, I chose the right truck. I don't even know if I should show you guys this, but all I can say is look at the next video whenever it comes out. You know, if you gotta I don't know, whatever you gotta do, don't miss the next video because it's gonna be crazy. And when I go home, that's even gonna be even crazier, guys. I'm telling you right now. So I'm gonna be doing things like I'm gonna teach my wife how to drive a stick. That's gonna be a fun video. So we can have both cars out, the Skyline and the Cobalt SS, which is stage 2, by the way. I'm doing a lot of things to the Skyline, putting parts on it, a whole bunch of things. I'm gonna be making the money different way than trucking when I go home, which I'm gonna be talking about that when I do go home. So guys, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, and I can't wait. So I'm out. I'm gonna end this video, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned to the next video, and I'm out. See you guys. Peace.